randomest. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm copy. I do my dance, jump in the dance. No man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought they could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. There's no need to keep it low. I can carve for the D like a turkey. I run straight through the D like a train. This shit. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regretted letting them stay in the game. Team around took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. I'm out to shoot through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Look on the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here we go. Here we go.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Elliott. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. Go on in. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Go on in.
Here's Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 26, check 26.
To throw is Prescott. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Rashaan Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
On any 1st and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he's going to go down again. Jayon Brown in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Prescott from the gun. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. Cooper was the target there. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Mariota gives to Henry. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 94 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Fight 55.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. Well, the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott under pressure again, and down he goes again. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here comes Humphries on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Mariota on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Let's go, let's go. One. 55. Come on, D. Mike, 55.
Mariota hands to Henry. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by SoCodeJa7's. And that'll make the score 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is it.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Michael Bannon able to run him down for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Come get some. Come on.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mariota going deep for Walker. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. Throwing. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott now. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Cooper again the target, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott yet again. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Cooper was the intended target.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Big stop.
Again, it's Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 63 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by SoCo. And that makes the score 21-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Prescott to throw it. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Bingo 47. Bingo going to 53.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long.
27, 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL...
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Mike Bennett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Mariota. Looking here for Smith downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
All right. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott escaping the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3rd and long for Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the defense going to use teams talking over on their respective sidelines. We take a break. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The end result, 21 yards. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott out to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he returns it here.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving the show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the crown. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To like rocket fuel.
Time to bring the bass bird.
Swear I'm going big like a lineman.